Record, there we go.
And we call the meeting to the order. The St. John of the LGBTQ Sports Community Board 9 at 6:37 p.m. on Thursday, June 5th. We have a motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
Second. And minutes we will table pending receipt of our minutes. And Ariel Stella. Oh, and can we bring up our survey?
Yeah.
The last draft? Do you know how to access it? I agreed on the survey.
Survey,
Last time
really
we were
good.
together.
Yeah.
I agree. And following our at our meeting, our focus group,
Yeah, that was that.
it was remarkable. They are wonderfully reflexive, adaptive, and fluid, and convened a group of young people. We started out with about 7 or 8 and wound up with 10, I think, 10 or so, who reflected on the survey with us and who offered us some thoughtful recommendations for amendments, which Ariel Sella has since interpolated, and which I missed the fair, the health fair, that they did with the Tuity, the week of the 22nd, as I was battling bronchitis,
Right.
but around which we are committed to rolling out the survey at Harlem Pride on, I think it's the 28th, for which, oh, yeah, in fact, we should confirm with you because I spoke with Akil about it. Yeah, on Saturday the 28th, we're going to table in order to have a base from which to conduct the survey. Yeah. And if you guys can think of any other events this month at which,
oh my God, happy Pride.
well, oh, well, yes, indeed.
Yes,
Happy Pride.
Yeah, and happy Pride indeed. I'm happy and I'm happy.
Exactly.
That's right. Sometimes happy. No, yeah. Okay, only on occasions. Yes. So, if you should any other Pride style events that strike us as opportune circumstances in which to attempt to conduct the survey, by all means, share them and we'll delegate. Yeah.
Do we, for the disbursement of the survey, do we want it to be the case that someone's in person with them, or do we also want to share this on mailing lists and the like? Because I would imagine that perhaps our senator or councilman or those people might be having some type of Pride newsletter, and maybe this is something they could share with their constituents or request feedback on.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And we talked about, in fact, Ariel Seller created a QR code for the survey so that people can do it on their phones. Yeah. So we should employ as many different access points as possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, beyond Harlem Pride, any festivals or fairs that we're aware of that might be happening, which we can deploy the survey?
I know Dance Africa, but that's in
Dance Africa happened. It was the Memorial Day.
Is it not 2 weekends?
No.
It's just the one?
Yeah, it's Memorial Day weekend. And I couldn't go because I
My
was
mom
way
was
down.
there
Ah,
and she loved it.
yeah, and it was Mozambique, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah. Friends of conveners.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yell and Diane Harvey Salam. Um,
I put the QR code flyer in the chat in case
Oh.
you hadn't seen it yet.
not the volume. It's here.
I think it's already tied to go to the computer. Did the sound come out of the TV or is it coming out somewhere else?
Out of TV.
TV.
Yeah.
Can you try talking again, Ursula?
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
That's
Okay,
much
that's
better.
better. Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, and she put the QR code in the chat.
Yes, I'm not on.
All right. But is it affixed to the survey or how should we?
So you scan the QR code with your phone and then it will take you to the survey.
Right, and so we should just have, I guess, a couple of 8x10 pages with the QR code on it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll have some, stands we can use that people can scan it
Yeah.
from. But do we want to have the option of conducting the survey with people, old school style?
If there are events that we're like tabling it like throughout the month, I think it's valid to bring it and then like maybe have like drag into like July and then just to kind of catching stragglers. And then we could like consider like possibly being at like Juneteenth events, but I know that it gets dicey sometimes.
Well, not necessarily. And
Yeah.
thank you for reminding me
Yeah.
because Carmen, James Felton, Keith and I are doing a Juneteenth,
Yeah,
Seneca Village,
yeah,
on the 19th. That the proceeds for which it's a run, walk, roll. Yeah.
I'm going to that one.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Have you registered already?
I have not registered.
Well, register
I
please.
no, I need to register.
And the proceeds from which are going towards Harlem Center.
Yes,
Okay, and so we will definitely deploy it there.
okay.
Yeah. And Juneteenth,
Harlem walk, run, roll.
Harlem Run.
It's like by like a group, but I don't know
Yeah,
the specific name.
it's the Harlem Center group. Let me see.
Oh, it's this.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, it's the Central Park.
In
Oh,
Seneca
wow.
Village, yeah. Yeah. Great, and so we can do that before Harlem Pride.
And I guess two other quick questions about Harlem Pride. So are we probably going to need more people to help table and such, or?
We might well. I think Dr. Franklin is on deck. Carmen is presiding over the event, so
I imagine she'll be very.
yeah. And I'll ask Chad Franklin also. Might you be available on the day?
Juneteenth.
On Harlem Pride.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's the last Saturday of the month. And we can do shifts. So nobody has to be permitted for the entire day.
I mean, I'll be good.
Yeah.
And I may also be able to find a few friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
You
Now,
can always ask him here too.
say,
You can always ask him here too.
we should by all means ask Amir and Michael.
Yeah.
Now, to backtrack just a little bit, do we wanna bother with going old school and actually like conducting the interview? Survey as an interview, or do you want to just,
I think my take is if we. It's probably easier for logistically and just and for consistency wise for if most people to do it on the iPad.
Yeah,
I would think
You
maybe
don't
we can.
rent one.
I have one I can lend. I don't know. We can
Okay.
come up with.
well, yeah, because that's what I'm thinking about, because that way we conduct the survey. Because if we just rely on people's scanning the QR code,
Yeah,
people will scan the QR code to pacify us.
yeah,
To placate us and go on about their business.
yeah.
And not likely think back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. And I gave my iPad, a $600 iPad that had a stylus, you could write and it would turn it into text. I gave it to my nephew.
Yeah.
Okay.
What an altruistic guy.
Will not be. I think my,
Well, at least you have in-laws now. That's a good thing.
right, no, yeah,
Unless you don't like.
no, they're great.
Okay.
On YouTube.
No. Love you, Lon.
Yeah. Okay. All right, any other, Ariel, any health fairs or, in events that you are aware of that are upcoming over the next month or so? At which, or which might constitute, good opportunities for us to engage the community.
Huh. I will think about that.
Okay,
I will think about that because the ones that are coming to mind right now are not Harlem specific, and so I'm like,
gotcha. Okay,
yeah. So I will think about that. I can ask around and see. Okay, I'll keep my ears to the ground for,
very good, and keep us posted if you will.
yeah,
Bless you.
yes, for sure.
All right. Okay, um. So the three of us, we've got, I think Dr. Franklin and Chad Franklin. That's a good story, and you said you might be able to coax a few friends into assisting us.
I have my cousin Maya.
Okay, wonderful. And I'm trying to, you said rent iPads?
Yeah, yeah, can't you rent tech from the public library? Do they do that anymore? They definitely do, because you could like rent cameras and like video, like equipment and like mics and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
I quite like. Ms. Prince,
Yeah,
hi there.
hi.
I waited with our esteemed chair earlier this afternoon to ask.
Tabling,
Yes,
he approved it.
he did. This is wonderful. And we bless and thank you. You're not sorry, you're wonderful. You don't fool us for a moment.
Catching up.
Mhm.
So I'm just looking at emails from yesterday, sending out, receiving, so I thought I sent it.
And you might well have,
Check to see if
Yeah.
I was supposed to send you resumes also.
that he mentioned. Okay, I'll be on the lookout for it. Many thanks. All right, good. So not only will we have a table, we'll borrow the CB9 banner.
Mhm.
We don't have any other stuff for the task force, but
Is there any like generic materials about CB9? Like, is there a flyer about CB9? It's like, here's when our meeting is,
Yeah,
comes pretty
Um,
low. I mean, it's very inconvenient that it's at the end of June and there's about,
Yeah.
no meetings for 2 months, but
yeah,
we can create a task force flyer, can we not?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
but I also mean like for the community board in general, 'cause I think a lot of people don't know. the community
well, we
board.
should ask Ms. Prince,
Yeah. And we could put like a flag on the table, just so people know.
right? Ms.
Yeah, I
Prince,
agree.
is there any kind of marketing material about CB9 that we can that we might use at the table?
And we have like committee descriptions which are still being revised.
Very good.
And we have the current calendar, which is the June calendar.
Okay, well,
And we
this is
also have a little blurb on the overview of the district.
splendid. That's, with the exception of the June
When
calendar,
will you-
the end of the month.
Oh, I'm tabling on Saturday, so the same materials that I use at the community day event, you can use for your event.
Okay,
Manhattanville Community Day is Saturday
aha. Manhattanville Community.
at the forum.
Aha, oh, really?
Mhm.
Might we wanna take that as an opportunity?
CB9 has 4 tables, but I told her that, cause I sent the email out to everyone. No one really responded but cannabis. And I think, parks to table with me.
Uh-huh,
So I told her I wouldn't need 4, she said it'll still be 4 regardless, I hope it still remains if you're interested.
okay, we'll vote on it
Okay, so it's on Saturday, 12 to 4.
at the forum.
Yep.
Okay, bless you, thank you. Yeah, cannabis was fine because we were.
Well,
Maybe they're the people you want to have at the event.
Yes, yeah. Okay, this is great. We'll rent iPads from the library. And, okay, and if we decide we want to do Manhattanville Day, it's coming Saturday. I'll go to the library but it would probably be one customer, I should think.
I think so. Let me double check. It's also like library specific. So I know that it's
Oh,
you can rent text specifically from the public library that's near Lincoln Center.
oh,
We'll investigate that.
right, also, if it's for a community board 9 function. We probably need community board 9 ID in order to authorize it, maybe, I don't know. Ms. Prince, one more question. Are you familiar with the New York Public Library's renting tech equipment? Yeah, Somali proposes that she thinks we might be able to rent iPads to use for the conduct of our. I made the caveat, yes, I think. Possibly being able to rent, yeah.
William Hakis, he normally attends our meetings. I could ask him.
Okay. And he's an NYPL. Uh-huh.
He's from the George Hoops branch.
Ah. Okay. Okay, and I'll check there as well.
Okay.
Cause that's our local library on 125th. Which I have done perfect. Okay. And I think that about brings us up to speed with respect to the deployment, the rollout of the survey. Yeah,
Wait, question.
yes,
Were collaborations with Harlem Pride for the dissemination discussed? Did I miss that?
yes.
Yes, okay.
Harlem has welcomed us, and now, having only just confirmed that we will be reimbursed for the table, we will be tabling at Harlem Pride.
Uh,
Yeah, in order, that will be the base from which we will deploy the survey. at
okay,
Harlem. Yeah,
okay, brilliant.
Yes, yes, yes. We're seventh,
Yes, love that.
so your brilliant efforts will not be in vain.
Oh, I didn't think so.
It hadn't occurred to you.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah. Yes, yes. Okay, apart from that. The only other, well, any other old business? Clayton staff, leaving.
Yeah, see, I don't know if this counts as new business or old business, but I was gonna ask if there have been any, if there are any attempts to recruit new board members or for the task force.
And not any further since, our outreach at the GBMs, you know, this spring. Earlier this spring. But, I talked with Victor today. And he discussed with me the possibility of, enlisting my support in, reviewing people's resumes, new board members' resumes, and helping to align people with respective committee, I mean, with different committees. That's like, so, you know, we'll see.
Well, hopefully new board members' resumes indicate they're qualified to be on this committee.
Yes, here. Oh, and that's another thing. Seeing if we can, well, it will likely require. More woman and manpower in order to do so, but to. Change the task force into a committee. Yeah, we want to look at, we want to pursue. And about which I broached with Victor already. And he, to which I did, he was amenable. Yeah.
I guess another question I have, which obviously is based on what some other things, but like, I don't, are you officially a public member? And if not,
No.
like, is there a process, like?
Yeah, I should probably. Jump in. Yeah,
Like, you know, just there's something on your resume
Yeah.
you talk about, or not, but like, you know,
I
I
get
feel like you're very much a full-fledged committee member, I think.
yeah,
And if you were on the board,
You
you'd
have
absolutely
long since been embraced
on the list.
yeah,
and celebrated
yeah.
as a.
I need to apply.
I think it, I know for
I
housing,
want to get you, no.
I know for housing, there's like a paper form you fill out.
Yeah,
And then, you know, I think the committee chair signs it and then you're good.
okay,
I don't know if that's just for housing or if like it's the same form for every committee,
yeah,
but
We'll check with Hakil
okay,
as we depart to
Yeah.
confirm the process. By which one becomes a community, a public member, public as in, yeah. So, yeah. Bravo. Okay,
oh, are we going, is this the June meeting or are we also going to have a meeting?
that's the other thing. Should we still, so the normal date, this is a makeup meeting for the May.
May,
The 26th, I think just a brief meeting to, at which we should invite whoever it is that's going to be working with us 2 days hence
yeah,
at Harlem Pride. And, so that we map out our plan, our strategy for the day,
yeah,
including, you know, shifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we will meet on the 26th. Already scheduled time. And in the intervening time, should any of us become aware of any community events, including like health fairs, but not only health fairs, at which we think the deployment of the survey might be useful, helpful, good.
Mhm.
Let's remain in touch by email. Also, we talked about the possibility of attempting to deploy it at some community sites, like Harlem Public at the Wallace, you know, the Teacup, Manhattanville Coffee, some other community venues. If people feel like that might, you know, if any of us might be game
Yeah,
to take up that kind of activity,
yeah,
then we should make a list.
of places,
Yeah,
yeah,
and delegate.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Because I live around the corner
Mhm.
from. Well, the public is closed now, I think, for renovations, but I stopped by at the Wallace last night on my way to pick up some
Mhm.
Tanache. So, and they're always doing booming business,
Yeah,
so,
I live near Fort West.
aha, oh.
So I go to Fort
Oh,
West.
yeah. What better site?
Yeah,
Do you know Fort West?
I don't, should I know Portwood?
It's
they're
it's,
nice in there.
yeah, it's an SGL haunt,
Let you guys.
dance club. Do you dance?
I would not say I dance, but I can dance, I can dance with, I can dance,
Okay,
not well,
it's,
but.
no, it's not about. It's not a competition. It's about,
It's good.
it's a
It's not a
celebration.
competition.
It's a celebration
Okay.
of life. Yeah, of being. Yeah. Particularly if you like the music.
Yeah, it's called Port West,
For West.
Yeah.
for West.
And it's about 127, is it?
Yes.
Yeah,
There we
127.
go. Oh, I see.
Between Saint Nick and Morningside, 8. Saint Nick and 8.
Yeah.
But oh, and who is it? Lee Soldier does a weekly house thing there on
Yes.
Sundays.
Yeah,
Evening. Okay. Oh, that's great. Might you do that?
yeah.
Okay, but now how? With with just the QR code and on people's phones or?
Well, I can like make another flyer, put the QR code like in the center,
Okay,
and then like say, hey, can you like post this? Encourage people.
okay,
And then like,
wonderful. Oh, great. And we should use your flyer of Holland Pride also, just revamp.
yeah, I can revamp it.
Thank you.
You're welcome, have a good meeting.
You too.
Yeah,
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 okay, wonderful.
Would it also be possible to have our QR code available at the general board meeting and maybe
By all
you can make an
means.
announcement about one, what the task force is, and two, about the survey.
yeah.
I will do it. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a survey pitch, the GBM. Tell it. Yes. So, Clinton, maybe.
Oh, no.
They'll say, yes, Clinton. All right. Any other new business? No, okay, I think this is business. And also at the 26th meeting, well, we will have done the GBM, and hopefully I will have met with Mr. Edwards, and maybe have some insights about expanding the task force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The possibilities and likelihoods.
Well, and hopefully we can play a double role when we're at Harlem Pride, and if we can also tell people about Community Board 9, tell people about the task force, tell
Yeah.
people how we're looking to bring more people in.
Here, here. Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
that sounds good.
Guess I'm the only one who's really on here.
Oh.
Ms. Holbrook-Smith? Thank you,
Oh, yes. It's on you.
thank you. Tremendous thanks.
Of course. Thank you all. Talk soon.
All right. Bye now.
Bye.
Really should officially adjourn.
Well, with a motion,
I move to adjourn.
I second it. And
7:08 p.m.
Woo.
now,
Maybe
see,
it's like a work like that.
we should.
We should. I think this will be one of my first community board meetings in a while where we leave and it's daylight out.
Hey. Pretty good. We got guys,
We're no nonsense.
early voting is next week.
I know it. Now, are you gonna vote before you go, Cameron?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That's very serious.
Come on.
Wait, is it? We on?
Oh,
Oh. Well, it's a good thing we didn't.
pause. It's got to get a separate.